Yo, what's up guys, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'm gonna showcase you some awesome battles in the Master League Premier Cup. And showcasing you my team, I'm gonna go with the Shadow Gyarados I have, which is really nice. Also gonna showcase you my Sylveon, and of course what the video is about, my level 50 Swampert as well. Swampert is a really cool pick. Let's dive into the first match, because it just core breaks so many teams. Let's see. First match lead, we get Mamoswine, which is alright, which is quite good. Hydro Cannon obviously gonna hit for super effective damage, and they make a beautiful catch, which is well played by my opponent, but it's not the worst case scenario right now just yet. Because we have some great answers in the back as well, and the Gyarados safe switch is something I got the Sylveon for, because there's just basically no really hard answer for the Gyarados safe switch. You always get a shield or switch advantage basically. Same with Shadow Snorlax, they're just both so deadly, but having a Charmer in the back, you see the Dragon Breath is just doing absolutely no damage, and we can easily keep switch and basically don't even have to shield up any move, because they can only go for Aqua Tail. And because of the catch they made, which is well played by my opponent, we can just farm down right now. So it's not the worst case scenario when your opponent makes a good catch, and now they make a good play as well, coming in with their third Pokemon, which is gonna be a Metacross in the back. But that's fine, it's still fine, because we can just throw a Moonblast, hit them for almost 50% of HP, coming with the Gyarados we have, and they're gonna switch, which is also fine, because we can take an Avalanche all day, we don't care. And boom, they go for the Avalanche, and now we switch. We have an energy lead because they just dropped all their energy on my Gyarados, and we're gonna go for the Hydro Cannons. They have to shield, otherwise they are gonna get well, almost boomed. It's not gonna KO just yet, and we get the first shield, which is good. Now we lose CMP, that's why I went for the Hydro Cannon in the first place at the start of the match at their CMP, but they went for the catch, which is nice, which is fine. And right now we have the CMP. As you can see, I'm not gonna fully charge it, I'm gonna undercharge it, expecting them to let it go, and boom, as you can see, we have just a slight HP left, and boom, we farm down. Perfect. Now we can just straight away go for Hydro Cannon. It's a Shadow Metacross as well, so these Hydro Cannons will hurt, and let's see. Boom. Wow, it's actually doing so much damage. Now they have to throw. I want to finish off this game with my Swampert, just because it's in the video, right? And yeah, that's it basically. That's a GG. Very well played to my opponent, making a good catch, but we came back from it because we had the answers in the back. Alright, next game. Let's see. What are we facing? Are we gonna core break again? Boom. Magnezone on the lead. We love to see those leads. And Mamoswine safe switch. You see, people are not prepared for the XL, the level 50 Swampert. They are just not. In the Master League Premier Cup, the only real disadvantage and thing you don't like, which is basically everything in this team, is that you will lose a lot of CMP. So you have to play a bit around that, because the attack stat of, well, Sylveon, Gyarados has the highest attack stat of all of them, and Swampert are not the highest in the Master League Premier Cup, so you will lose a lot of matchups, or as in, you will lose a lot of CMPs. But that's fine. Here we went for the Hydro Cannon on the Mamoswine. They let it through, and then we swapped into the Gyarados. They're gonna come back in with the Magnezone to farm down, which is nice, and they're probably gonna throw a Wild Charge and dip. But as you can see, the timers are not quite up yet, so I decided to come in straight away, and then just gonna throw the Hydro Cannon if I can. But as you can see, they go for the Wild Charge. Timer is almost back up, and for them that is, I'm gonna throw the Hydro Cannon straight away, in this case, just to clock out the timer so that I can swap. And now it's just basically GG with Sylveon just hard walling so many Pokemons in the Master League Premier Cup, which is nice. But in general, the safe swap of Gyarados is the reason why I've got it as well. Also, when you have a Dragonite on the lead, which you will see later on in this video as well, that's also what this team is built around for, because you can just safe swap into your Gyarados, because it's one of the best safe swaps anyways. And if you win switch, you have a hard wall against the Dragonite, because all the moves will be resisted unless they run Hurricane, but in general they run Superpower and Dragon Claw. So yeah, in this case, in this scenario, as you can see, Sylveon has still a lot of HP. There's nothing they can do. We will just farm down the Steel type with our Charmer, and that's a good game. GG. Next game. All right, next game we've got Dragonite on the lead. As I told you, as I just mentioned. This is what the team is also built for. We're gonna safe swap into the Gyarados. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. They're actually gonna stay in for a bit, for a while, forever. I don't know. Let's see. What are they deciding to do? They're gonna go for the Dragon Claw, obviously. And now they dip. And just look at Gyarados, how strong it is gonna be. They dip into the Excadrill, which is alright counter, I would say, but with this energy advantage we have and disadvantage they have, just look at this. They will get to the Rock Slide right now. We have to shield because one will KO from this range, but can we reach 2 before they can, or can we farm down? We can farm down if we want to use both shields. We can. We lose CMP is kind of a misplay by me, giving up 2 shields before they have to give up 1. But it's still fine because we have the hard wall of Sylveon in the back, I think. But let's see, are they gonna use a shield? I think they will. Yeah, they will. And now we get to the other one as well, and this is gonna be scary for them because I think they can reach another one, but they are not going to do that because they're gonna let this go, and they were probably afraid of me farming them down, and now they have the energy advantage on their Dragonite, but it's completely useless because we got switch. We will put the Sylveon on it, and they can throw what they want. And now, this is something I want to showcase you. They have 1 shield advantage, and the only lose con I really have is to go for the bait, because if you swap in almost at the same time as they swap in with their Metagross, just go for double Earthquake, because you will outpace them on the second one. Look at this. And for all the opponents I played, and for you as well, a tip I think is better to do. All my opponents, they went for Earthquake, and we will survive 1 and reach another Earthquake, which is then going to be GG. Look at this. We just survive it. Level 50 Swampert, OP. You love to see it. Boom. We get to the Earthquake before they do, or get to the Meteor Mesh. Look at this. We boom them out, and let's see. My opponent knows better. Yep, they're gonna forfeit, they're gonna quit, they're gonna top left. That's a GG, next game. But that's something you have to keep in mind. Another positive lead, by the way, it's insane. But that's something you have to keep in mind. If you got the Metagross and you're 1 shield, your opponent is 1 shield up, you can just easily go for double Earthquake. If you swap in, well, straight away, don't give them too much energy lead advantage, because if that happens, I don't think you will reach it, and they will reach the Meteor Mesh before you will reach the Earthquake. But yeah, as I said before, Swampert is just core breaking so many teams. Again, we have a Mamoswine on the lead, and then they swap in a Garchomp. Garchomp is still, for Swampert, a okayish matchup, as you can just hit for neutral or big neutral damage with the Earthquake, but the Hydro Cannon will hurt. Now, we have to give up 1 shield, which is kind of fine. I'm expecting them to shield here because Moonblast will just hurt, and Mamoswine is not so tanky, so yeah, I'm expecting them to shield, which they do. And now can we get to another one? No. On the CMP time, well played by my opponent, getting the maximum farm. They will throw their Avalanche, which is gonna KO. And now let's see what they have in the back. What do they have in the back? I'm gonna swap, and they're gonna swap, and they got a Waterfall Gyarados. GG. There's just nothing they can do because Dragon Breath is just too oppressive, and as you can see, they are gonna forfeit as well because they know get walled by the same Gyarados, right? So next match. This was the Oh no, we got another one. Not, I was gonna say it was gonna be the first set of matches, but no, it's not. So let's see. Next match. Oh, I didn't really edit this this section right. That's why it's kind of slow, but it's fine. Or I think I forgot it, or I skipped it. Doesn't matter. So we got Machamp on the lead. Kind of like a neutral matchup in where we can win if we want to. But we got Jens in the back with the Charmer, of course. So we're gonna swap, because there's always something in any team basically that's weak to Swampert. Really, there's always something, and there's always also an hard counter. But there's always such. In this case, I would say that would be the Wall Rain for now, because we don't know what's in the back yet. But here, they're trying to play for switch because they're gonna put up their shield, and right now Gyarados in the or in the Master League Premier Cup is just so tanky. Look at this. It can take 3 or 4. I think it can take 3 or 4 Icicle Spears. Not sure right now, but let's see. We're gonna go for the crunch, and we get the debuff as well. Defense fell, really nice, really nice. We can just shield and farm all the way down, but they don't even make it to the next move, which is surprising because I thought they would. But it's fine because they top left. They know it's over now, and that's the first set of battles. We got a 5-0, which is really nice. And now we're gonna go back to, or we're gonna go next to the for next 5 sets of battles, and again. Shadow Swampert or Shadow Machamp on the lead, and we're gonna bail in or dip out into the Gyarados. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did a lot of Rayquaza raids. Let me know, guys, if you did as well. And as you can see, I changed the moveset for those raids into the Outrage version, which is a bit unfortunate. And then afterwards, in the next set of battles, I will change that as well. But it didn't came out in clutch. And here, by the way, my opponent is lagging so much, and I was just like, yeah, well, I got hard countered. I was just gonna play it out. It's a bit unfortunate for my opponent as well. So this game was kind of like a free win. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. It's part of the game. I sometimes have it that my Wi-Fi is not working so well, so I most of the time play off my internet because it works better. But anyways, they go for the wild charge now, but I have so much energy, and if I want to, I can go for the outrage as well, but it's already like a GG. They come in with their Metagross, which then kind of scares me, because I was like, I got so much energy, and they're still afraid of the crunch, even though I don't have it. I'm just gonna bait, because I got so much energy right now. I have to bait, basically, because the outrage would be resisted and not step, so... Aqua Tail is the move to go right now, and we go for another Aqua Tail. Let's see, are they gonna give up a shield again because we baited and we build up again? No, they know better right now. And as you can see, the Dragon Breath is still so oppressive. They have to throw a move at some point, because otherwise those Aqua Tails are gonna add up. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot besides the moves is to put my notifications out, because as you can see, I got some notifications. I'll get a few more, but I edited them out. I blurred them out. And as you can see, look at the damage my Gyarados did against the Metagross. It's all resisted damage except for the Aqua Tail, and now we can just come in with the Swampert, take all the moves, because we don't care. It can be an Earthquake, it can be whatever, but I don't care. It's going to be the Earthquake, of course, but look at this. We can easily tank that. They come in with the Shadow Machamp, and it's a GG. If they would have Rock Slide, which they probably will have, we don't care, and they will top left. So yeah, GG. Bit unfortunate by my opponent that they lagged out, and but yeah, sometimes it happens. Another Mamoswine lead. You love to see it, right? Another positive lead so far for us. And what are you gonna do? So we're gonna build up to 6, because I most of the time play into CMP at this point, but at this point I hold on to my energy because we learned. We don't want to get another nice catch by the opponent, so they're gonna build into their Shadow or save swap into their Shadow Gyarados, which again we got the best answer for into the Sylveon, but this time, because it's a shadow, you can see that the Aqua Tail damage is doing more, and the Dragon Breath obviously as well, but still does almost like no damage. But the Aqua Tail damage is doing quite a bit, and we have to throw here because they will reach another one, and I don't want to give up a shield. And if they give up a shield, I will give up a shield myself as well, and then we can just farm down, and that's easy. So let's see. Let's see. What are they gonna bring in? They're gonna bring in their Florges, which is really nice. Because look at the charm damage. Look at the charm. It's just insane. Sylveon, for me, honestly, go with any charmer. Like probably the Togekiss is better because it just resists, for example, Machamp's move a bit more, but on the other hand, you will take super effective damage from the Rock Slide potentially. Sylveon is in that case maybe more neutral, but any charmer will work. But in the Master League Premier Cup, charmers are just like, I don't know, they're like the bastions of the Master League Premier or Master League in general, because they just hardball so many dragon types in the Master League. Now, well, they go for the disarming voice. That's fine. We can take those. And still, as you can see, I'm running Outrage, which is not ideal, but doesn't really matter so far just yet. They go for the Moonblast. Boom, does a lot of damage, and they swap in. We can anticipate on that because we swap in at the same time. Expecting them to swap, and we can take those moves. Look at this, almost both of my Pokemon are in the red, and they still have like a full health. Mamoswine and their Florges is also in the yellow, so they are basically winning it right now. But can we come back from it? Let's see. We're gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. Are they gonna let it go? I think they will, because they know I'm also very close to the back-to-back. Yes, can we reach another one, which is quite important? Yes, we can. Alrighty. And now, what's gonna happen next? Are they gonna shield? They have to, of course. And are they gonna throw? Because we are gonna reach one more, as you can see, and they have to throw, which is perfect. And now this is gonna be a GG, because we have some energy on the Gyarados. We have a shield, and they cannot farm down because Fairy Wind is doing absolutely no damage. We get to the Aqua Tail, and boom, that's a GG. Very nice and very well played to my opponent. And we hop into the next match. Boom. Let's see. Next match. Alrighty. Mamoswine on the lead again. I'm telling you guys, Swampert just core breaks so many teams for me today, and it's insane. I'm curious, let me know if you guys have a Swampert as well. And right now during the hoeing tour, you can catch a lot of mudcaps to grind for that XL candy. Yeah, I would say go for it, because Swampert is just really good in the Master League Premier Cup. And even if you check out one of my short videos, I tried it out in the Master League, and it even just core break there a lot of teams, for example with Zekrom, Dialga, Excadrill as well, as you will see in this video as well. It's Heatran, it's just insane. And okay, they're gonna let this go. We can let this go right now as well. Still, I'm kind of like doubting, because I feel like Swampert is going to be good in the back, but I'm going to let it go because I don't want to drop all my shields just straight away. We will win this because we outpaced them by 1, and if you play into the CMP, you're going to lose that. So we have to throw it before they will, and boom, there you go. It's down. And they got a Dragonite in the back. We hard walled it. Let's see, they're gonna swap out, and boom, as you can see, they were still kind of like core broken from Swampert, because they got an Excadrill on the back, and we would have done a lot of damage to them. So it's understandable that they would stay in with their Mamoswine on the lead, and my gut feeling was right. But the only thing we have to do right now is get to 2 Aqua Tails. We swapped in kind of like at the same time as they would, and now we have to shield. We're gonna go for the Aqua Tail right now, and then hopefully we can outpace them, and I think we can. We play into the CMP, which is really nice. And now let's see, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Oh, and they were just off, and we get it. Boom. And I think they were at the move actually. I'm not sure if they were off, but just off. And maybe they were over farming a bit, which then is a misplay by my opponent. But now it's a GG because they're so low. One charm will do the job, and there's nothing they can do. They're probably gonna top left. They top left. They know it's over. GG. Alright, it's a 9-1 set, so I'm gonna lose one game. And a spoiler alert, I think it's gonna be this game. But again, another positive lead, so just showcasing how good Swampert is. And be afraid of the catch when you have a positive lead, and boom, they make a perfect catch. We overfarm by 1, expecting them to switch out at 5, of course, but they switch out at 6, which is very well played by my opponent. Now we are gonna build back up to the Hydro Cannon and then Bill. Again, because we did the Hydro Cannon on the Gyarados, I think we don't have to shield and we can just farm all the way down, which is the plan, which is the thing we are going to do. And let's see. They're gonna go for Aqua Tail. Crunch is resisted. This is the only move they can throw. And now let's see. We can go for another. We can just tap them down with Charm. It's not hard, but it's what Sylveon does best, right? It's what it's built for. And this time my opponent makes it, and I was like, how can this happen? Did I miscalculate it or whatsoever? But they reach, and this is gonna cost me the game, basically, because now they have shield advantage, and I should have went for the move here. Otherwise, they had to shield up their move to throw another move, and in this case, well, we're just gonna go for the Moonblast. This is something also I really like about Sylveon. Even though it's resisted, it doesn't have the highest attack step. But look at that, Excadrill is so frail anyways, but we're gonna farm them down or farm them into the red, and they're gonna throw their move, and they have a lot of energy on their Exca, which is a good play of them. They have, like, I don't know, almost two drill runs. And let's see what are they deciding to do. They're gonna swap out, and they have a Dragonite in the back. So this is kind of like an awkward situation where I think I'm gonna lose because they have shield advantage. Even though this matchup is quite alright, I'm gonna shield this move up because I want to preserve health and I want to do as much damage to the Dragonite as I can. And I'm gonna make one more mistake if I'm right. We go for the bait here because I'm expecting them to shield. Their win con is either their Dragonite or the Excadrill with the energy they have. I think they have a lot of energy. And let's see, we're gonna bait because I don't think we were just off by 1 Dragon Breath reaching the crunch, which is unfortunate. They know they're not gonna shield. And the mistake I make here is that I think I should have just thrown straight away, and now I play into the CMP, which for me is so bad because I will lose all my energy. They did a lot of damage now with the Dragon Breath and the Dragon Claw, which puts me in a range where I'm gonna be 1 drill run away from being KO'd, and they now don't have to shield this move up because otherwise they might have had to shield that move up. And yeah, well, it didn't really matter anyways because look at this. I will lose CMP against the Excadrill anyways. So next game, another positive lead, and they swap into their Gyarados, and again we got the best answer for it. And this time around, because I learned from the last game, I'm gonna throw my move immediately. I think, or I'm gonna throw my move anyways, because in this case they didn't catch a Hydro Cannon anyway, so we have to throw a move just to make sure we don't have to use any shields or whatsoever. So I'm gonna throw the Psyshock. It's gonna do some decent damage, and in this case they actually trying to go and make a play for switch, which is fine. We will take that, and we're gonna use shield ourselves and then just farm all the way down, because that's the plan. Or not just yet. I'm not gonna make a play just yet, or use my shield, and I will use it right now because I have to. The charm went through, so meaning that I can just safely shield and they will go down, as you can see. And they come in with their Magnezone again. And look at this. Can we reach the Moonblast? Yes, we can. On 1 HP, which is really nice. And look at the damage. Boom. Almost 50% already gone from the Magnezone, which is nice. We come back in with the Swampert. They come in with their Garchomp. And I'm gonna build up to the Hydro Cannon and then switch out. And well, we can just straight away go for Aqua Tails. You can try to go for the Crunch, but I don't think that's the play, because the Dragon Breath is just doing so much damage that it will add up and put them into the red. And actually, I'm gonna do a nice play as well here with something you can learn from. Maybe it's a good tip, I would say, which is I'm gonna shield up the Outrage because it would do just a lot of damage. Just step, and you don't want to get hit by that. And here I'm actually like starting to stop tapping a bit, as you can see. Tap again, stop tapping, and I stopped, and they went for the attack. Perfect. Now I'm hoping this is the Outrage, so it gets the KO, and it is. And now we come in with the Swampert, get some extra energy. We get 2 Machetes extra, 1 Dragon Tail on us, which is fine. And now we are almost at the back-to-back, and this is basically gonna be a good game because the Magnezone is very frail, and if they go for the Wild Charge, we will survive. And then, as you can see, we're at the back-to-back, and it's just gonna KO. And let's see, boom. It's a bit laggy right now, but we all know what's gonna happen. It's gonna go down, and that is a GG. So that was the final set of the game. Hope you guys enjoy. I will make more content in the future, doing different type of battles. I'm gonna showcase some awesome battles as well. I think this weekend from previous or earlier in the season, where I'm gonna show you an XL level, I don't know, 40 or whatsoever, Bastion rank 1. Which is really nice. So I hope you guys will enjoy that video as well, and let me know in the comments what you think about this video. And yeah, until next time, peace.